Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural. Gonna take a look at everything we know so far about the Yard, Madden NFL's newest game mode. That official info will be released soon. Little is known about the Yard so far, and even less has been confirmed by EA Sports. But here's everything we know so far, and a couple of details you might not be aware of. So in the first set of Madden 21 leaked screenshots, some of which we put out there, and which a lot of people grabbed and copied off of, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The Yard was released and starts with the phrase, "Squad up and take on the world." According to the leak, the Yard will be a new game mode that players can either play solo or play with other people. Gamers will have the ability to create and customize their avatar. Once the avatar is created, they can play with other people around the world. While it doesn't mention the mode being online, that is definitely the direction the mode is going to be focused on. Another screenshot reveals that players can level up their Madden rankings as they complete objectives. These objectives can be completed either on the console or on the mobile version of the game. Gamers will be able to unlock new gear for their avatars and earn credit to be spent. New challenges will be posted every day for gamers to compete. Really, this is an avenue to get people pretty much hooked and coming back to the game every day and kind of building up that player and building up those points, and more time spent in the game equals, especially when it comes to more money spent on the game, more activity. How do we keep people coming back to the game day in, day out, and taking that same mentality from MUT where they have daily challenges and daily bonuses and trying to apply it across the whole game using the Yard, which will be a 6 vs 6 game mode where users create their player before heading online, and you can play with other players. Like I said, it's been rumored that the Yard is human versus CPU only, but it's my understanding that those rumors are completely false. The Yard will have online matchmaking and have various options of player versus human or CPU opponents. Gamers will have full customization of their avatar, as you can choose from jersey they wear to accessories they want to put on. The game will release new gear throughout the year for gamers to add to their avatars. I'm sure it's going to tie into various sponsorships and probably Nike, Adidas, and all that, and that's more money in EA's pockets as well when they tie into those sponsorships and for gear. And they'll probably have more sponsorships where doesn't cost you anything. Sponsored by Snickers by Snickers if you log in and play at this time, and all different types of things they can tie into that. So, and players will be encouraged to connect to their Madden mobile account as a way to customize their avatar on their phones or in the game. Now, what they really get you is that every mode you will have the ability to earn rank up rewards to serve the purpose of upgrading your avatar with boosts, equipment, and clothing. It's a big draw to people, as you can see from the NBA 2K series. People love gearing up their guy, gearing up their avatar. It might sound corny to some people, but people just love that. They really get into it. I'm not sure if they'll have tattoos involved, but people love tattoos, hair color, all those things. So this really isn't the fixed Madden franchise feature we've been looking for. With the success and popularity of Superstar KO, the Yard is the logical step to introduce new players into Madden and get them hooked on the game coming back day to day. So it seems to be heading in the direction of letting gamers play online against their friends in a more backyard feel. NBA 2K players can use their avatars to play other players in NBA courts or outside door courts as well. As gamers play with their matchups, the ability to upgrade your play with credits can also be done in both modes. With the Yard, having an opportunity to create your player and join it with friends is something people always been looking at, and what other ways, what modes we can play with our friends. And I know they had team play brought back in the MUT, but this is going to be outside of MUT, so a different way, different mode that people can play with their buddies, complete against 6 other users. It can be pretty exciting. I kind of get the draw to that. A lot of people like team play modes in various sports games. An arcade street football game is something people have been asking about for years to make Madden more fun, more accepting to the general Joe Schmo, average guys. Really, it's not a feature for us hardcore folks, but Superstar KO wasn't for either. But that was a big success, and a lot of people love Superstar KO, and it brought a lot of new users. So it's kind of this expansion of that. So, of course, I would greatly prefer a major boost to franchise, but I'm not going to bash an additional game mode until I try it. What people really have to understand is that MUT, or even the Yard, isn't the reason that franchise is the way it is. The biggest hindrance of franchise modes getting back to where we wanted, how it was in the past, with ton of features, ton of improvements, really is face of the franchise and long shot. I mean, those are the two biggest things. Those were those franchise resources are going to. Those are what the higher ups are taking those franchise resources and putting into. They're trying to get people into the game, new players, but they're forgetting about the current players who buy every year wanting to play with their favorite team in franchise mode, whether it's online or offline. So that's the biggest thing. So don't blame the yard. People get mad and blame the yard, saying, oh, that's why franchise sucks. People get mad when they blame MUT. Oh, that's why franchise sucks. That's not where the resources are coming from. Your ire needs to be focused on face of the franchise and long shot. Those are where the franchise resources are coming from. You have to understand, my career never stopped NBA 2K from having a robust franchise mode that we wish we had in our football games today. They still have their money-making microtransaction mode in my career, and they still have a amazing franchise mode. It can be pretty buggy, but they still have both. So this MUT is not keeping franchise mode from being great. The yard is not keeping franchise mode from being great. A lack of direction from the higher ups, putting money into face of the franchise and long shot or whatever football movie they want to do, that's what's keeping franchise mode from being great. So let's get focused. Keep hashtag fix franchise going. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the yard and pretty much everything else in the comments below. If you appreciate our content, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, share the video. If you want to take your gameplay to the next level, join SGO Insider today. Thank you for all your support.